Hey, budding international champs from Delhi to Mumbai, London to New York, and everywhere else in between. Welcome to Study Abroad Diaries. Here, we embark on a journey to get into the minds of those who have been there, done that. Why? So that you can have the best shot at your dream college, your dream university, to get you on the right path. Study Abroad Diaries is basically like a cheat code in your study abroad journey. So, what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Diksha Sharma is a second semester student at King's College London who is currently pursuing her masters in international relations. Welcome, Diksha. Hi.
Thank you so much for your warm welcome. Hello, everyone. My name is Diksha Sharma. I'm currently pursuing international relations from King's College London. I'm a master's level student. Thank you for the welcome.
So, anything else off the bat? Anything else that you would like to let our listeners know?
Yeah, first thing I would let you to know that don't worry. If you have decided to do something, you can do it.
So, let's go back to the start where it all began. What inspired you to study international relations at King's College London, and what led you to choose this university over others? Over others.
Basically, I chose King's College because of the ranking. Ranking is most important when you choose a university. So you need to be considerate about what a university is ranking before making your decision. And also you need to check about the department you are going to study, that how competitive it is and how well known the department it is in the field that you are going to pursue. And that's why I chose King's because it's well known for its Department of War Studies and International Relations. And secondly, because of the location that King's is located in central London, and you get to access lot of places like you here the Indian embassy is right next to our university, so you can also go there, visit there. Even Australian embassy is also there. So sorry, high commissions. So it's a good place. I mean, you can just think of the prime location of the university, and in that way, you can make a decision about going to Kings.
Sounds by the look of it, London is a pretty nice place to live. Of course,
Um,
it's so.
no, I would not say that. I would not say that London is a quite pretty good place to live. But okay, you talked about university, so yeah, that's important. I mean,
The
because
university
it's
is
in
good.
central London, it makes a lot of difference when your university is in central.
Ah,
So
so Diksha,
in
can you
that
walk
way.
ha? So Diksha, can you walk us through the application process for studying at King's College in London, and what advice do you have for students considering who are considering studying abroad?
So for the application process, as much as I remember, what I did was I searched for the universities I wanted to apply for. Then sat with my instructor and we decided to apply for the university that are really good and are most relevant to my interest. And then we sorted out that Kings is one of them. We decided to apply for Kings. We searched for its website about how what's the application process, and we precise about the time period of the application. You cannot miss the time, even though administration of Kings is really slow because it took a while for them to respond, but still you have to be precise about the timing. You cannot miss it. So first prepare all the things that you need in advance, like SOP, your personal statement, and also give your IELTS exam, so that you don't need to worry about all those requirements when you are applying for it. Then whenever the application process starts, be a first one to start the process because you cannot wait for the deadline. So start the process, submit your application with all the required documents, and if there is the application fees, please go for that also. Don't wait for it. And I think so if you are working with Edu Abroad, I think so they are really helpful. They will really help you well with all the application process, so you don't need to worry about anything. And after applying, you just need to wait for the decision, even though you need to have a lot of patience when you are applying to Kings, because Kings is really slow when it comes to administration work, and it will make you a bit anxious and worried when you won't hear back from them. But don't worry, if you are sure that you will be selected, then don't worry, you'll get a response, timely response at least. So that's how the application process was.
So, what did you do to deal with this anxiety that during the gap between the time that you had submitted your application and between the time that it was confirmed that you have been selected at King's College London? So, how did you cope up
Yeah,
with that phase?
yeah, I was really anxious when I didn't get response from them timely. I was really anxious and I was so worried then. And I used to call Navdeep ma'am every week that, ma'am, what should I do? We are not getting response from Kings and I have got response from all other university. What should I do? And because Kings was among the top priorities when you choose a university, you have priority list, right? So you go according to your priorities. And Kings was the one who mailed me the response at the very end after I got response from all other universities. So I was really worried. And I asked Navneet ma'am, what should I do? And she was like, don't worry, wait, be patient. And they helped me really, I mean, she helped me very well. Even Manvi ma'am, I had conversation with her. She was like, you need to be patient. You can't be this anxious because then you will be more worried and that will be problematic for you and everything because you need to have a lot of patience when you are applying to universities abroad because they have their own way of working and the time frame they choose to reply and all that. So you have to be patient, I would say. So, and if you feel like you are being anxious, just talk to your instructor because they will help you a lot. Like Navneet ma'am helped me. I feel calm after having conversation with her every time.
I'm glad that it all went in your favor. And so apparently, as we know that you have now reached your destination, you have reached King's College in London. So can you walk us through the application process for studying at King's College London and what advice do you have for students considering studying abroad?
Oh, I think so. It's the same question I just answered.
No, I'm saying ki what was the application process like this that you have to do all these things. Ki what was
Yeah,
your
first thing
experience?
is, okay, first thing I did was I prepared application material. So first was that. Before that, I had done research on the program and everything from the university website, and after that, I decided to apply for it. So I prepared my application material, everything that was needed, like letter of recommendation, personal statements, IELTS test scores, and transcripts, everything. After that, when the applications were released, I submitted my application with all the required documents. And I'm not sure about rest all the courses, but yes, my course had some application fees, so I paid that. And then I waited for the decision. First, I received was a conditional offer letter. Then I had to submit my transcript because I studied from Delhi University, so we got our transcript really late. So I had to wait for that duration. And then when I submitted my transcript, I got an unconditional offer letter, and that's how the whole application process went.
Quite exhausting but worth it. So Diksha, how would you describe the international relations program at King's College London and what makes it stand out from other universities?
I think so. The reason why it stand out from other university is it's really competitive and it's designed to understand the complexities of international relations. I mean, it's a diverse program. It's not just related to international relations only. It has a lot of options when you get into it. You can study about politics, economy, social factors, climate, everything. It's an interdisciplinary approach. That's why it's really different. And most important thing is the program has experts from a wide range of disciplines, including history, economics, law, sociology. So they provide a holistic understanding of the international relations and not just studying. It also provides you a practical skills and experimental learning. So if you want to go for studies with some extra skills you want to gain while studying, I would definitely recommend you to apply for Kings, and for the reason that the course is really interesting and very competitive in nature.
So can you tell us about your experience with the faculty and professors at King's College London? And were there any memorable moments or lessons that you have learned?
So when we talk about the faculty members are really experts in the respective fields. and they have done a lot of research in the subject, and many of them are very professional who have worked with the government agencies itself and also have published their own books, articles. So most of the readings are also part of their own work, so it's quite interesting to learn their perspective. And the faculty members are really good. They are caring and they are really engaging. Some of them are really good. I mean, they try to understand you and your perspective, and then only they, I mean, that's how they take care of you. And some good learning experience. I would like to say that, yeah, one of the very good learning experience or memorable moment I had with my faculty member was when we went to a trip to Saudi Arabia last year. So it was an academic trip. Our whole department went to Saudi Arabia for the International Conference on World Tourism and Travel. And our faculty members was really good. They were really caring, and they took care of everything. At least we didn't need to worry about anything when we were there. They prepared the whole thing, visas, everything was handled by them very, very nicely. We were so thankful to them at the end of the trip that we got this chance to go to Saudi Arabia because of them. So yeah, faculty members are really good, applaudable efforts they put in, along with the academic excellence also that they provide you. They are really good in the field of the studies they are teaching you.
अब कल्चरल डिफरेंसेस की बात पे आ गई है, कंसिडरिंग कि सऊदी अरेबिया इज आल्सो लाइक इट्स नोन फॉर द वास्ट कल्चरल डिफरेंसेस, तो आपकी जो टाइम था ड्यूरिंग योर टाइम इन यूके, वर देयर एनी कल्चरल डिफरेंसेस या कोई चैलेंजेस थे जो आपने फेस किए थे?
यस, कल्चरल डिफरेंसेस तो एक बहुत ही ज्यादा एक अपसाइड डाउन जो हो जाता है, यू फील लाइक तुम्हारा वर्ल्ड ही पूरा रिवॉल्व हो गया है, बिकॉज इन इंडिया वी डोंट कम फ्रॉम अ फैमिली बैकग्राउंड जहाँ पे हम अकेले रहते हैं. वी ऑलवेज हैव समवन. कभी हमारे फ्रेंड्स होते हैं, कभी हम फैमिली के साथ होते हैं, हम किसी ना किसी के साथ होते हैं. और हमारे यहाँ हर दिन एक त्योहार है, हर महीने हम कुछ ना कुछ सेलिब्रेट कर रहे होते हैं, बट यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है. इट्स लाइक वेरी मोनोटोनस लाइफस्टाइल और काफी इंडिविजुअलिस्टिक सोसाइटी है. So I would not praise this place for that thing. So it's like really completely a change. It's really challenging and it's really difficult to get adapted to those cultural changes over here. It took me a lot of time. I mean, in 5 months, at least I can say that rarely I can say that I got adapted to this cultural change.
एनीथिंग दैट यू डू, एनी टिप्स और एनीथिंग दैट यू वुड वांट टू से टू स्टूडेंट्स हु वुड फाइंड इट डिफिकल्ट, कि वो ऐसा क्या कर सकते हैं कि वो इस शिफ्ट से कोप अप कर सके, लाइक इस शिफ्ट को संभाल सके, कंसिडरिंग कि उन्होंने कमिट कर दिया कि या आई हैव टू स्टडी इन यूके?
See, first thing is, agar you come from a very inclusive family background, I would say don't panic because यहाँ पे ऐसा होगा कि you will feel like you're very alone. So in that time, you need to do is you don't need to panic about that. Take your time, चीजों को सीखो, अपना टाइम लो चीजों को सीखने में. एंड इफ यू फील लाइक बहुत ज्यादा रिगोरस लाइफस्टाइल है, तो ट्राई सम good activities that are going on in your university or in your accommodation, because there is lot going on everywhere in university and accommodation. लोगों से मिलो, उनसे बात करो. और अगर ऐसा लगे कि नहीं फिर भी नहीं हो रहा, तो एटलीस्ट अपने जो कोर्स में एक आध दो लोग ऐसे ढूंढ लो जिससे तुम कंटिन्यूअसली बात कर सको, और बी फ्रेंड्स विद पीपल, ताकि क्या है कि तुम्हें ऐसा अकेला ना फील हो बहुत ज्यादा.
सपोर्ट
तो
सिस्टम जरूरी है।
सपोर्ट सिस्टम बहुत जरूरी है. यस, और एक आध ज्यादा फ्रेंड्स यहाँ बनेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे लोग हैं नहीं इस वे में नेचर में कि वो तुम्हारे साथ इतना टाइम स्पेंड करना, क्योंकि व्हेन यू आर डूइंग अ मास्टर्स लेवल कोर्स पीपल आर रियली बिजी इन स्टडीज. अंडरग्रेड में होता है कि यस यू हैव टाइम टू हैव फन विद योर फ्रेंड्स एंड गो आउट एंड हैव लॉट ऑफ इंटरेक्शंस विद देम. बट मास्टर्स इज अ रियली चैलेंजिंग कोर्स, और इसमें तुम्हारे पास एक साल में तुम्हें बहुत कुछ सीखना होता है और बहुत कुछ डेडलाइंस होती हैं वगैरह होती हैं. तो इतना टाइम नहीं रहता कि तुम ज्यादा लोगों से मिल पाओगे, बात कर पाओगे. तो जो एक आध दो दोस्त बनते हैं, स्टिक टू देम. सो क्या है कि एटलीस्ट यू वोंट फील अलोन. दे विल बी योर सपोर्ट सिस्टम एट द एंड. यू बिकम योर देयर सपोर्ट सिस्टम एंड दे विल बिकम योर सपोर्ट सिस्टम. दैट्स हाउ थिंग्स गोज. And honestly, when you have a lot of deadlines pending, I don't think so you will have a lot of time to think about anything until unless you are an undergrad student. You have a lot of time to go out, socialize, everything like that.
Considering that you have the experience, you have that exposure, that hindsight, you know how things work, what advice do you have for students who are considering studying international relations abroad? और आप क्या क्या फैक्टर्स उन्हें बोलोगे कंसिडर करने के लिए बिफोर दे मेक देयर डिसीजन? किन चीजों
Yeah,
से
so
ध्यान
before making, yes, your decision, रिसर्च फॉर योर ऑप्शंस, मतलब अच्छे से रिसर्च करो, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। तुम प्रोग्राम के बारे में और यूनिवर्सिटी के बारे में जो है पूरा रिसर्च करो, और हर तरह के फैक्टर्स इंक्लूडिंग क्वालिटी ऑफ प्रोग्राम, रेपुटेशन ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटी, लोकेशन और उनका जो कॉस्ट है, वो सब चीज कंसिडर करके रिसर्च करके अपना ऑप्शंस, तब यू मेक अ डिसीजन। डोंट choose a university just because it's too good in ranking and everything, whereas you can't even afford the fees. So don't go like that. Just choose something that's aligning to your goals. That's really important. Second thing is there is a big language requirement, cultural, I mean, language barrier as well. You can say that language is a barrier because mostly in India, we don't come from a educational system where we completely study in English language until unless you are your school is really strict about the language. So language would be a barrier. So consider improving your language, and you need a proficiency in English to have really good interaction. So be considerate about the language requirements, not even in general life, but also of the university. And the third most important thing is be prepared for the cultural differences, for the every challenges you are going to face. Be prepared, adopt, be adaptable, मतलब एक ऐसा ह्यूमन बीइंग बन के आना जो ये सोच के आए कि तुम एडॉप्ट कर सको उस चीजों को जो चेंजेस होने हैं तुम्हारे आसपास, क्योंकि सब चीज बहुत अलग है, बहुत डिफरेंट कल्चर है, और यहाँ के एजुकेशन लेवल की भी जो रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, वो उनकी तुमसे एक्सपेक्टेशंस है वो बहुत हाई होती है अगर तुम मास्टर्स कोर्स कर रहे हो या कोई भी कोर्स कर रहे हो। सो बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द चैलेंजेस एंड ट्राई टू think of all the possible थिंग्स दैट यू नीड, आई मीन सोच के आना कि हाँ ये चीज इस टाइम पे करनी है, ये चीज इस टाइम पे करनी है, थोड़ा सा हैव अ प्लान इन योर माइंड सो दैट यू आर नॉट लॉस्ट व्हाइल यू आर बीइंग हियर, बिकॉज काफी चीजें ऐसी होंगी जो तुम्हें समझ ही नहीं आएगा कि तुम्हारे साथ क्या हो रहा है, बट एक चीज तुम्हारे पास एक कांस्टेंट होनी चाहिए, तुम्हारा वो प्लान जिस रीजन से तुम यहाँ आए हो बस। You will have hundreds of reasons to not live here, but you will have just one reason to stay. So these are some advices I would like to give before making decision.
pretty fair, pretty fair. Up considering कि you have emphasized your importance on building a community, a support system, can you share any tips for students who are interested in pursuing a degree in international relations at King's College London? और उन्हें कौन से कोर्सेज लेने चाहिए और वो कम्युनिटी में कैसे इन्वॉल्व हो? कंसिडरिंग आपने कहा कि लंदन इज अ प्लेस कि जहाँ पे कम्युनिटी में इन्वॉल्व करना बहुत मुश्किल है और बहुत ही इंडिविजुअलिस्टिक सोसाइटी है, but if if someone wants to get involved in the community, wants to like assimilate, वो घुलना मिलना चाहता है क्राउड से, कम्युनिटी से सेट इन होना चाहता है लंदन में, तो वो क्या करे?
So thing is कि if you are planning to apply for international relations, multidisciplinary approach है और काफी competitive है, and it's really good, interesting to study, challenging भी है काफी। So if you are applying for international relations, पहले उसके सारे options explore करना, एंड डोंट गो फॉर अ ट्रेडिशनल वे ऑफ स्टडिंग कि तुम्हें जो लग रहा है कि चलो ये सब पढ़ा हुआ है तो हमने यही मॉड्यूल्स चूज कर लिए, नहीं। गो फॉर अ डिफरेंट, जो अलग तरह के मॉड्यूल्स साउंड करे, जो बहुत डिफरेंट साउंड करे, ऐसे मॉड्यूल्स चूज करो अपने कोर्स में, तो तुम्हारा जो स्टडीज होगा काफी इंटरेस्टिंग रहेगा। और अदर देन इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस, बहुत सारे ऐसे कोर्सेज है जिसके बारे में तुमने कभी सुना नहीं होगा, बट दे आर रियली रियली इंटरेस्टिंग, लाइक मैंने ग्लोबल मीडिया, कंप्यूटर, आई मीन ह्यूमैनिटीज, जो कंप्यूटिंग इस फील्ड में, मतलब इतने वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ कोर्सेज हैं। यू नीड टू सर्च फॉर देम फ्रॉम द वेबसाइट। यू कैन फाइंड अ लॉट ऑफ इंटरेस्टिंग ऑप्शंस। इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस के अलावा भी किंग्स ऑफर्स अ वेरी वेरीड options and opportunities to study short-term courses, long-term courses, and how to get involved के बारे में. So फर्स्ट इज किंग्स. जो तुम्हारा डिपार्टमेंट रहेगा, उस डिपार्टमेंट में हर वीक कोई ना कोई तरह का जो है एक्टिविटी होता है. टॉक सेशंस होते हैं, पॉडकास्ट सेशंस होते हैं, फिर प्रोफेशनल स्पीकर्स आते हैं, या फिर जैसे प्राइड मंथ सेलिब्रेट हो रहा होता है, एलजीबीटीक्यू वाला जो पूरा उनका टॉक शोज रहते हैं वगैरह, क्लाइमेट मंथ सेलिब्रेट हो रहा होता है, तो तुम उसमें पार्टिसिपेट करो सो दैट यू कैन बी पार्ट ऑफ द कम्युनिटी. अदर देन दैट, जिस अकोमोडेशन में यू आर लिविंग, अकोमोडेशन has its own activities going on every week, like movie, trivia, game night, everything. So you can also participate in those things to be a part of the community. Other than that, university has its own set of activities like Be Active, Resi Life, and summer programs, winter programs. जिसमें तुम जा सकते हो, free है because you are a part of King, so you have access to all of these things at, and you don't need to even pay for them. There are gyms, sports clubs you can access via your student ID, and you don't need to pay for them. And these are totally free. So I would say that take advantage of it. हर जो चीज तुम्हें मिल रही है फ्री में, प्लीज टेक एडवांटेज. और उससे क्या है कि तुम्हें ना सिर्फ अपने एक्टिव मतलब एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट करने को मिलेगा. जैसे बी एक्टिव में स्पोर्ट्स होते हैं, योगा सेशंस होते हैं, डांस सेशंस होते हैं, रेसी लाइफ की एक्टिविटीज में मूवीज होता है, पॉटलक होता है, डिनर्स वगैरह होते हैं, और पार्टीज वगैरह होती हैं. विंटर प्रोग्राम में ऐसा होता है कि ऑल अराउंड जो यूनिवर्सिटी के जो बच्चे अपने घर नहीं गए होते हैं, उनके लिए प्रोग्राम होता है कि तुम यहीं रुको, लोगों से मिलो और उनके साथ बाहर घूमने जाओ. ऐसे ही समर एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं जिसमें वो तुम्हें अपॉर्चुनिटीज प्रोवाइड करते हैं कि दूसरी कंट्रीज की जो यूनिवर्सिटी है उसमें तुम समर एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम्स में जा सकते हो. सो ये सब चीजें तुम्हें जो है हेल्प करेगी. तुम्हारे पास when you have a student ID, you'll get regular mails about all these activities. And I would say कि go for some extra curricular activities because बहुत monotonous lifestyle से अलग हटने के लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि you go for something extra curricular. Like I did 2 extra modules on climate and 2 extra modules on leadership, and believe me, they were much interesting and very interactive in nature, other than my core modules. So you can go for extra modules. They just don't add to your credit scores, but they are reflected in your CVs as well as in your results that you passed or failed those modules. So there are a lot of activities you can participate in, and in that way you can be around a lot of people, meet them, have interaction with them, like alumni week and everything like that. So just find a way to interact with people. There's a lot of options that are provided to you. You just need to know how to use them.
काफी इन डेप्थ अप्रोच है. सो बिफोर रैपिंग अप, आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क यू कि आपके करियर गोल्स क्या है, लाइक वेयर वुड यू इवेंचुअली वांट टू एंड अप, और आपको क्या लगता है कि किंग्स कॉलेज लंदन का जो ब्रांड नेम है, जो कॉलेज के आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस वगैरह हैं, वो कैसे आपको हेल्प करेंगे अपने करियर एस्पिरेशंस, अपने करियर गोल्स तक पहुंचने में?
Yeah, so when we talk about future plans, or मेरे जो future plans है, like I'll complete my course over here and it will end in September because I'm a master student and it's a 1 year degree. So after that, I'll get a visa extension of 2 years. So during that period, I'm thinking of doing some jobs and internships related to my field, or not even just related to my field, any field that I find appropriate. Because यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है, you can get jobs in other fields as well because you need to have skills. So that's important. So I'm planning to do some job for 1 or 2 years because my ultimate goal is to pursue PhD. So, and thinking that my interest region is East Asia. So probably I'm not going to stay here longer because I had just plan of staying it for 3 years, not more than that. After that, I'll probably go to East Asia for my PhD because that's the region I'm interested in for my further studies, and rest all other my future goals. So that's precisely, I would say that that's my goal for now.
I hope that you achieve all your goals and dreams and you hopefully go to East Asia for a PhD. I must say कि आपकी अप्रोच बहुत ही प्रैक्टिकल, ग्राउंडेड और स्ट्रीट स्मार्ट है. considering कि you're pursuing your masters in London, एक वो होता है कि बहुत ही आप out of touch हो जाते हो from when you move from India to abroad. But ये है कि आपसे बात करके लग रहा है कि I am literally talking to someone कि जो इंडिया का ही है. Like it's not like I'm talking to an NRI. मेरे को ऐसे लगा कि मैं एक नॉर्मल इंडियन स्टूडेंट से बात करूं जिसको पता है कि वहां पर लंदन में कैसी चीजें ऑपरेट करती है. थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर
वो
कमिंग.
दैट्स इम्पोर्टेंट, मतलब बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट रहता है कि तुम अपने रूट्स से जुड़े रहो, वरना इट्स रियली डिफिकल्ट, बिकॉज ना फिर तुम अपने कंट्री के रहोगे ना फिर तुम इनके हो पाओगे. सो दैट्स हाउ थिंग्स गो. सो इट्स गुड टू बी रूटेड टू योर कंट्री, आई वुड से दैट.
I'm glad, and hopefully everyone should try to do that too. Like you can
Yeah.
take an example and inspiration from you. Thanks a lot for coming here, Diksha. Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to share my views. Thank you.
Thank you. Phew, that was a lot to unpack. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope it helped you take your one small step towards greatness. This amazing treasure of knowledge and wisdom was brought to you all courtesy of Career. Career with is an overseas education consultancy which strives to